If you're a beginner or just someone with zero editing knowledge that's trying to get into short form content, then this video is perfect for you because I started using this method when I literally had zero editing knowledge. Today, in this video, I'm going to show you how in 5 simple steps you can start creating your own viral podcasts or interview clips that can gain over hundreds of thousands of views or even millions of views and can even start making you money. And make sure you guys stay until the end because at the end I'm going to show you a bonus tip that I use to make sure my videos go viral and get a lot of views. Alright, so step 1, pick a niche. This is where you're going to need to take some time to scroll around and see what your interests are, what do you think you would like making podcasts or interview video clips about, and to actually see what's trending and what is actually getting views right now. When picking a niche, the main thing you have to consider is that you're going to need to pick something that is not going to get boring. Something that not after like a week or 2 weeks you're just going to say that it's just not interesting anymore and that you're just going to give up on. You're going to need to pick a niche where you can make videos for months to come because growing these accounts could take a while and you can't get bored of them after just 1 to 2 weeks. You need to be patient. Now that you have your niche, you're going to have to find a video. So head over to YouTube and try to find some interesting podcasts or interview clips that you think would be interesting not only to yourself, but for your viewers as well. So for me, I chose the motivational niche. And I think I just want to find a video on David Goggins just because he's trending right now and he usually always gets a lot of views. So it could be something as simple as typing in David Goggins best podcast moments. And once the videos come up, you could already see that I've looked through some of these just in the past making videos, but you don't have to sit through a video that is an hour 54 minutes long. And you're going to see how in this method that it's kind of going to be fun for you, basically. So just go through and make sure you could find something that you think is going to be interesting. You're just going to take some time and scroll through here. So I just took a couple minutes to scroll through and I think that I'm going to use this clip right here. Right, and like I said, you don't have to watch the whole video, but if you want to watch a couple minutes just to get some insight on it, if the title wasn't good enough, then you can do that as well. And one more thing about these videos is that 2 things basically you want to keep in mind when you're looking for the videos. One is how recent is the video, okay? Because people, when they're looking, if I want to look up David Goggins, I want to see how recent this interview podcast is before. Have I seen it before? Okay. And the other thing that you want to take into consideration is, how popular is this video? All right. So if I take a look at this, all right, it's actually 5 years old, which is kind of old. But David Goggins, a lot of his videos are still popular even after 5 years. Okay. And I know people that have read his book or just know about him know that Taking Souls is something that he talks about a lot. And I do think that it is a video that can still be very interesting and get a lot of views. So now with your video, you're going to want to go to the URL and you're going to want to copy that. Now, with this URL, you're going to go into the next step, okay, which is going to be to copy and paste it into this website called Video AI. In Video AI, don't worry, it's a free tool to sign up for. So after you sign up, right, you're going to see how this AI method is going to save you hours beyond hours of trimming down clips and making videos. And you can see here that I've been doing this for about like 9 months now. Okay, but basically once you get in, this will be all blank because you don't have anything, but you're going to want to go to import video. Okay, so import video, this is where you're going to copy and paste your link in here. Okay, and you want to hit start import. Basically what's going to happen is that this AI tool is going to take any long form content and break it down to little short form content for you. Okay, so I only chose a video that was 6 minutes long. All right, you could choose a video that's 2 hours long, 20 minutes long, 40 minutes long, and it's going to break down that video into short little clips. And the AI, you'll see, does a pretty good job at actually making some good videos. So now you just got to give it a couple minutes to go out and finish this process. After a few minutes, you're going to see that your video is now ready, and you're just going to hit where it says review clips. You're going to see how it created 6 shorts for me. You're just going to see what it creates. So let's just take a quick look here. Alright, so I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but just take some time, go through all the clips. And you can see in a 6-minute video, it created 6 shorts for me. So if you take, an hour-long video, actually get to like 50, 60 shorts from it, and it actually just created another short, which is, I guess, just still wasn't finished yet. But anyway, take some time and go through the shorts. So now step 4, once you actually choose the clip that you're going to want to edit, you're just going to click on it and it's going to bring you to this page here. And in here, this is where you're going to want to edit it. Okay, so first thing that I'm going to say, sometimes the videos go like this, it kind of goes to a portrait split. So just go up here and just go to hit regular portrait 916. Okay, now you see I have Goggins and he's the full clip. It's not split in half by half. It's just how the AI edited it sometimes. There's probably a picture of that picture for Joe Rogan and it just split it up. Anyway, just go do that and that'll be nice and quick. Okay, so now this is where this video tool is amazing, okay, and the AI is really good. So I have a bunch of different templates that you can go and choose from, and I think this one was finding strength in misery. All right, so I'm going to do two things here. I'm going to create a title and I'm going to have the subtitles as well, the captions that the AI has created. I'm just going to choose a simple template just to show you guys, but there's so many that you can look for to choose from. All right, so right here, once you click on the actual captions, it's going to bring you over here where you can go and actually edit them too. You could highlight the words, which I think this does here. It's a quick look. Right there, you can see you could highlight the words, which is kind of good for the viewer because it keeps their attention span looking at it the whole entire time. You can go in with the editor. This clip is like 40 seconds. Go through it and just make sure that everything is good that you see here. Sometimes it may misspell words, so if you see something that's misspelled or just want to go through it and edit it. So now I'm just going to skip through a little bit as I'm just going to go through and edit this video myself. So actually looking through this video, I don't see anything for the moment that I actually want to change. Go through the entire video and make sure that there's nothing spelled wrong. And if nothing is spelled wrong, then you could just go in and start editing it more of how you want. So a few things. I wanted my subtitles, my captions, with the highlighted. Like I said, you could go through it as well. They have font settings. You could go through and change the font. There's other effects that you could add. You could play around with it here if I wanted to do I think it's already outlined once it's clipped here, but if you want to do a block effect, I don't want to do that because I don't think it looks good, but you could play around with it and do whatever you would like. So now if you actually go to text, you can add a new text if you create a title for your video. Okay, so if you want to put something up there that the viewer can also read as well, I'm just gonna copy what the AI created for me. They're gonna have titles. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not so good. If I'll be honest, most of the time you're gonna want to create your own title. So I'm just gonna put. Once I'm playing around with this, obviously, go to styles. All right, I think it's way too big right now. This is also something that I'm going to want to put an outline effect. See the difference there? None. And then with the outline effect, it's going to make it even smaller. Okay, finding strength in misery. And you don't have to put this if you don't want to. It's just an option. Sometimes this is where a block effect might look a little bit better, easier to read your title, but it's going to block off a lot of his face and the overall clip. And I'll be honest, for usually, you could go in and put how long you want this to be. Okay, if you take off apply to full clip, you just have it for the first. What I might suggest actually, be putting this for the first, 4 seconds of the clip. Or this might be, or a little bit longer. That was like half a second. So just go in. Like 3.4 seconds. So it'll be in the beginning of the clip, which I think is kind of good because you're going to read it and then it'll go away. Okay, and then the viewer is just going to be focused on the auto captions. So that is one thing that is good about this too. Once you're satisfied with editing the clip, you're just going to want to go and save draft. I think in a free version, you're limited to how many saves you can get. But once you save it and download it into another editing software, if that's what you want to do, you're only going to need it once. So I'm just going to save my draft. You could label it. I'm just going to label it Goggins. And then I'm just going to go download the video. And obviously, if I have the pro version, I could do the 1080p. And just give it a few minutes to download. The next step is to edit the video in another software if that's what you want to do. Like I said, it might be good to go and add some music into it and make the video nice and engaging. So wherever you saved your video, wherever you downloaded it, just import it. I already imported it. I'm going to put it in here. I'm using CapCut. It's a free editing software, so I highly recommend it as well. And all I'm going to do to make this nice and simple is just add some background music to it, which I just think makes the video more engaging and emphasizes the message of the video a lot too. There is also one filter that I'm going to add in as well that I like to put on these podcast videos just because I think it just makes it look a lot nicer. So I'm just put a filter, music, and just adds a little bit more to the clip that I made. Like I said, you already have that clip, so if you don't want to put in music or filters on it, you have the clip already and it's great. But this is just something extra to do. Like I said, CapCut is free and it's nice and easy to use. Alright, so now that we're done editing the video, let's take a look at what we created.
I started learning the mind a lot, how to get myself jacked extremely fast. Like in a horrible environment, when everybody's miserable, I learned how to really find strength in the misery. When everybody's suffering, everybody's all poopy pants and their mentality's down and everything, I started just like, my God, this is where I shine. And I started using all that misery for tons and tons of drive and motivation to then lead people further. Because you can get a lot of power through misery. And once people see that, my God, Goggins is well, and everybody said about you that.
So I actually thought that came out really good. And like I said, with video AI, that tool, you can get like 7 clips from a 6-minute video, which is what we got. And if you're going to put in a podcast video that's like 40, 50 minutes long, you're going to get a lot of clips, like 40, 50 plus clips potentially. If you want to start an account and post consistently over like the next week, 2 weeks, months, with 1 hour-long podcast video, you got clips set. And as you see, it doesn't take very long to make these clips and edit them, depending on how much editing you want to use. So you can, if you took one day and you took a couple hours, you could get dozens of clips ready to post for the week. So this does not take a long time to do. So now that we have our clip, our 5th and final step is going to be post it on either YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, or whatever platform you want to put the video on. And depending what platform you post the clips on, there's different ways to make money from it. I'm not going to talk about that in this video, but if you guys want me to talk about that in a future video, just leave a comment down below about what platforms you're curious about, and I can give you more insight on that. All right, and lastly, as promised, the bonus tip that I use to make sure I get a lot of views. And this is going to be adding B-roll footage. B-roll footage is basically, we have that clip, it's just Goggins talking for 40 seconds. In the middle of that clip, you may want to add a video of him doing pull-ups, working out, running, whatever it is. That's considered B-roll. And the good thing about B-roll is that, it adds to our AVD, our average viewer duration. Basically, the higher the viewer is on the video, the more likely it's going to go viral. So that's something to add in. I'll definitely make a future video about all the B-roll footage that I do, because all my clips now actually have B-roll in them. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and now I hope that you actually go and making an account, whether it's a podcast or whatever it might be. Use Video AI. I'll leave a link in the description down below. It's not an affiliate or anything. Just go up, sign up. It's free. You'll see all the free tools that you get from it. It's great. It's going to save you hours of work. And if you always want to know who makes these clips or how they make these clips, this is how they do it. It does not take long to do, and there's a lot to gain from it too. Thank you guys for watching, especially those who got to the end of the video. You can expect more videos in the future coming on editing and just anything basic with short form, long form content, even finance videos to come soon too. But make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe, and see you in the next video.